Okay, Bismillah. Okay folks, welcome back. Today in this video, we're going to be looking at the mathswatch CD work, clip 120, grade C question. Okay, very popular question is surface area of cuboids. Now, we're going to start off with a nice easy example just to warm everybody up on this particular topic. So, a cube. Now, a cube is the easiest type of question we can have because it's a symmetrical shape. Has 6 faces, all of them which are identical in length and width, and in that case in area as well. Now, I mention here total surface area. Now we all know how to work out the area of a square stroke rectangle. So let's just have a look at the first component of this cube. Cube is made up of 6 squares. Okay, so we have 6 identical squares. Now, we need to know how to work out the area of one of these squares. So let's look at this front face over here. So this one here, I'm going to call it my length. And this one here, I'm going to call it my width. So length and width of this particular square here. In order for me to work out the area of just the front part over here, we can do area is equal to length times by width, which is 5 times by 5. Which is 25 centimeters squared. Now, if I want to work out the total surface area, I need to work out the area of one square. So we said that we had 6 squares in the cube, so I'm going to adjust this a bit. Okay, so the total surface area of this cube, we're talking about the area of each face added up together. So one face, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. So 6 slots of the same value because each face has the same area. So it's going to be 6 times by the area we've just worked out over here. 6 times by 25. And that will give us 150 centimeters squared. Total surface area. Okay, so we started off with this particular example to show you that for a cube, that's the easiest example we can have on the terms of surface area. Now we're going to move on to other cuboids where we have rectangles as on some of the faces. Okay, right. Here comes the next question. I'm just going to bring this up here a bit. Quickly look down the board. I'm going to go to the second example. Okay, so this is an uncalculated question for this particular one. Nice simple numbers. A cuboid of sides of length 10, 6 and 7. Find the total surface area of the cuboid. Okay, let's see if we can enlarge this a bit to make it look a bit more nicer. Okay, that's looking lovely. Right, okay. Right, let's have a look at this second example here. Now, as you can see, this is a cuboid, not a cube. So we have different size rectangles on the faces. Now, we're going to look at this question in a way that I'm going to call this here, this is our front, side and this is the top. So this is the front, side and top. Now, in this particular cuboid, the front is mirrored on the other side, so that's your back. This side has another side which is identical, and the top has another side identical which is the bottom, it's called the bottom. So rather than writing side 1, side 2, front and back, and top and bottom, we're going to do it in a much more simpler way, so when you're doing the examination, it's quick. So let's have a look at the idea. So in this case, the total surface area is equal to all of these sides that we can see added up first of all. So that's going to be the front side plus the top plus the side. Now, as we said just earlier, now what we can see is duplicated from what we can't see. So we have double of what we can see. So we have 2 lots of front, i.e. the front and the back. 2 lots of the side, i.e. this side and the other side. 2 lots of the top, i.e. the top and then the bottom. So what we're going to do to indicate that, we're going to put a nice we're going to work out the area of each part, and then we're going to add them up and then double it to make it nice and simple. So let's get cracking. So the front, this is a rectangle. The area of the front is length times by width. So area is equal to length times by width for the front. So length call as 10, the width is 6. So it's 10 times by 6. So that will give us 60 centimeters squared for the front. So we can start filling this in. Okay, I'm just going to bring this down here a bit. So you have enough room, we don't crash into that. Okay, now let's have a look at this side over here. This side. So we have a length of 7, and here the width is the same as this one here, 6. So this here, 6, this 6 here, wait for you. This 6 here is also the 6 here, is also the 6 here. Okay, so remember, I call this length and width. In terms of the 3D diagram, that's actually the height of this cuboid, 6 here, so that's going to be the same height here and the same height here. So what we're doing, we're looking at the diagram and copying the measurements across. So, for this side here, again, we're going to look at the area. Area is equal to the length times by the width. Okay, the length here will be 7 and the width will be 6. So that gives us a total of 42 centimeters squared is the area of this side over here. Okay, lovely. Let's put that in. So we have area front plus top plus side. Now let's work out the area at the top again. Let's look at the measurements, because the measurements over here and on the side, but they're not at the top. So we've got to copy them across and translate them. Look how it's happening. So this 10 here is also the 10 there. So I can label that as 10. Okay. And this width here, or this measurement here, 7 here, is also the 7 that's here as well. And that's what we need. We need to make sure we get the right measurements, see the right measurements in the right place. So now my length for the top part, so work out the area for the top part. So we say area is equal to length times by width again, because you've got another rectangle. So you have the length here is going to be 10 and the width is going to be 7. So 10 times by 7. So the area is equal to 10 times by 7, which is 70 centimeters squared. That's the area of the top part. $70. So the area of the front is 60. The area of the top is 70, and the area of the side is 42. So we go to the area of the 3 sides that we can see, and we said we've got twice as many sides. We've got, wherever the area of this is here, is the area of the sides that we can't see. So we've got the doubling effect here. So 60, add the 42 will give us 102. 102 at 70 will give us 172. So 172 times by 2. Okay, now, if you want to do this without using calculator, well, double of 100 will give us 200. Double of the 70 will give us 140. And double of the 2 will give us 4. Okay, so we've doubled everything. Now we need to add them up. 200, 340. 340 add 4 is 344 centimeters squared is the total surface area of this cuboid. I hope this example has helped in your understanding how we deal with this particular type of question and the doubling effect, and this technique can be replicated in the examination in a nice and quick fashion to get the results that we require. Okay, thank you very much for joining us on this particular video, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.